Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I've been out on a visit that actually turned into a little bit of a house call, and I've come back with 20 individual items. Now I've taken these items on what I call consignment. So what exactly do I mean by the term consignment? Well, to cut a long story short, it's when the owner of the goods in question, in this case my client, sells them through a third-party vendor, i.e. me. I don't pay them anything up front when I acquire the items, but when I make a sale, I do pay my client an agreed percentage of the profit. So in theory, it's a win-win situation for my client and myself. In other words, I don't incur any initial purchase cost and also benefit from facilitating the sale, and my client is guaranteed an agreed percentage of that sale price. Because it's a member of the public, I don't try to get these items for the cheapest possible price I can. It's just an ethical stance I have as a full-time dealer. If it's a member of the public, what I normally do is offer them a third of the net profit of any sale I achieve. So and that is minus any eBay fees, postage, etc. So if, for example, I sell an item for £100 with £20 postage, that's £120 in total. Take off 20% eBay fee, which is £24, and then I pay them 1/3 of that net profit. I think that's a fair way to deal with members of the public. If I'm buying from an antique fair or a car boot or a market of any description, or indeed if I'm dealing with any other dealers in their shop, I will try and get the item for the cheapest possible amount I can. But with members of the public, I'm not going to exploit them, so I do offer them a third of any net profit. Now, you might be thinking, well, what happens to the other 2/3? Well, first of all, I have costs and overheads beyond the eBay fee, including fuel to get to the location I buy them from, the amount of time, my time in other words, the amount of time I spend photographing them, listing them, etc. I have tax to pay on any profit I make, of course. And the list goes on. And I'm sure if you've watched any of my previous films, you'll see or you'll know exactly what I'm talking about in terms of the breakdown of when you make a sale, what profit you think you get compared to what you actually get. So when I deal with members of the public, it's generally speaking, I'll take it on consignment and pay them a third of the net profit. I think that's the fairest way to do it. And the final third, by the way, is my profit, because I do have to pay myself. So let's go down to the workshop, have a look at what I've got, and a little bonus as well, I think, especially for new dealers out there, is these items are generally metalware, as you probably guessed if you know my track record and watch my previous films, or you're a subscriber. But it's a really good opportunity to look at the difference between copper, brass and bronze. So what we'll do when we're having a look at it in the workshop, we'll go through and I'll give you some quick tips, very quick tips on how to identify the difference between copper, brass and bronze. And hopefully for you new dealers out there, you'll find it useful. And for all you experienced dealers out there, or if you're just interested in your antiques, vintage and collectibles, it'll just be a little trawl through the haul that I've picked up today. So I hope you enjoy this film. You may find it useful. If so, great. And if you want to subscribe to our channel, if you think I've earned that subscription, please do so. Like, comment, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads, and become part of our growing little community. Also, let me know where you're from, very roughly, in the world, if you are a new subscriber, and I'll add you to our digital subscriber map, which I'll publish in a few weeks when we've got the numbers up a little bit. So let's head down to the workshop and see what I managed to pick up on consignment today.